Hello and welcome to the next episode. As we saw last time, we have won our fight against the fleet or alien fleet which was coming towards Mars. Now let's check out what else is coming towards anywhere. If anything got added to our problems. I know that some fleet was starting to fly towards Earth again. But by the looks of it, it's mostly the big fleet here, 12 ships. And then another one here, 7. And 1 ship towards Mars. Rallying with 104. 104 is where? Is that the one which is crashing here? Yeah, okay. That's the one which is unable to fight still. So we are going to launch towards our naval base here. We are not going to repair there, first of all. We're just going to fly there for the moment. And yeah, going after Sarajevo here. Now, how expensive would it be? 340 water, 67 volatiles, and a lot of other things. 13 days. Yeah, no. So we are going to split up some of the escorts here. We want some of the older ones here, and we want a PTC class, 2 of them, and a railgun. Here we are. And the other ones are going to repair. And these ones are going to fuel or resupply. There we are. And then we can go after this Victor fleet here. 22 hours. They can't escape here. Yeah, okay, fine. Come on, come on, come on. Nice, engage it. They try to escape. Ooh, that's going to be expensive in water. Ugh. But fine. Engage. Full speed ahead. We need to do the high wall, great wall again. That's a bit ugly here. It doesn't really matter. We can just shoot whatever we have. And finish the job here. Oh, it even turns around. That much it can do. And there's a lot of stuff coming towards you. Tries to shoot them down. Nope, that's way too many. And bye-bye. Interesting that the mouse zoomed, not the mouse, that the video zoomed that weirdly in that second. Yeah, well, interesting fight. But basically the fleet is now cleaned up here, and we can focus on the interesting parts again. We can conserve fuel a bit here. We can refuel separately here. And then we can just join the Mars fleet again. Here we are. By the way, we are still getting bombarded on Mercury. So that's something we have to live with for the moment. And now we can finish up our faction quest here. I intentionally delayed it a bit so that we don't overload the last episode here. Ah yeah, the Caliphate is on the map. Yeah. We have to wait until September, so about 1.5 months, and then we can do the federations already here with the ones we own, and we can consider starting on integrating the other states which are not owned by us, not that peacefully. However, what we can do actually is to already cede 2 territories to the Caliphate here, which is Isfahan from Iran,
ready for my mission,
and 1 region from Iraq.
Time to make our move.
Your orders?
That's all we got here though. And now, what we also need to do now is do a survey here.
Surveilling target area.
Because an alien has landed here. Which we couldn't stop again.
Taking it to them.
And we don't...
Where do you need me?
So let's actually use this guy
We'll
here.
recon the site.
We can delay the 1 turn, no advices, okay?
On my way to the capital.
And now let's finish up this quest here. Awesome. Progress on all fronts. Ooh, and the operation centers are finished, so we do have a lot more mission control now. Mission control also, it gives us a little bit of science bonus.
Eyes up.
And most importantly, we could consider taking more bases on Mars now. By the way, very important, our Mercury station is still standing. We do have layered defense arrays here. 3 are finished, 3 are under construction now. They are still bombarding our base here. We are not going to stop that. But we do have, again, 3 ships here. No, not Sirius defense. This is Mercury defense. We are not going to use them because the enemy presence here is massive. So they do have a monitor, which is heavily damaged from our last attempt. Then they have 2 escorts and a destroyer, and we need more stuff from this. But we are making more ships on Mercury as well. So maybe we can reclaim Mercury eventually later. Or some point down the road, basically. Yeah, they are the other layer defense arrays. Just talking about it. I don't think that they will attack us here. Okay, Hydra interrogation. Because the Hydra spoken language is so simple, and complex factors such as meaning and tone spring primarily from olfactory emissions, it has taken incredible time and patience to divine useful meaning from our captives' multi-century declarations. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, of course. Each unfortunate dead end our questioning reached only granted greater insight into the alien strange language. After countless such stumbles, a discourse of sorts has been established.
Our captive is talking.
Our interrogations of our captive have been extensive and lengthy and have produced a great deal of useful information. The Hydras appear to operate from a basically logical and rational mindset. They have apparently taken significant damage from alien species in the past, and as a result have a cautious, defensive approach toward other races that emphasizes control and self-protection. Unfortunately, despite their rationality, a negotiated settlement does not appear practical. The Hydras react extremely negatively to the possibility of any alien species possessing the potential to threaten them in the future. Any kind of negotiated peace would require granting the Hydras an unacceptable level of control over this council and humanity as a whole. Hydra culture appears collectivist and consensus-driven, perhaps due to the influence of the Hydra ferocides. They have strong tendencies towards hierarchy and order. In many ways, their society has much to admire. Crime is almost unknown, and Hydra workers appear on average significantly more efficient and productive than human ones, although perhaps less creative. Although our captive is only one individual, various data that we have gathered strongly suggest that its opinions are representative of its race as a whole, and indeed that the same is likely to apply to any individual Hydra. Their unity, in combination with the role in Hydra society played by these ferocides, suggests certain vulnerabilities. In other less important news, we have discovered the method behind Hydra interstellar travel. They use a technology previously believed to exist only in the realm of science fiction, a wormhole. Further research is recommended. We can now research ferrocide resistances to be protected against their stuff. We are, however, going into alien technology here. Or do we? Is anything very important here? Maybe the xenofolians here at some point. Terrorize. Now we don't have problems with the alien agents here currently. So we are going to just put alien technology into it. By the way, what's our faction quest now? Research alien technology and research ferrocide resistance. When it becomes available, okay. So we need to do this as soon as it can, but we also have to do alien technology, so that's fine for the moment here. And the big question now is, do we want to maybe push a global technology? We do have 50... No, energy is getting constructed, so we soon have 50% here as well. Information labs are also under construction, so this will also go up, but we still need more than the ones we own, so we should make some of those as well. Quantum encryption would get us a new agent, which we can use, but it's not terribly useful. So the big question is, do we maybe want to push superconducting magnets here? But nobody is investing here. That's a problem. So maybe we instead want to invest a bit more here into arc lasers, because at least the Protectorate is contesting here to a certain degree. Maybe something like this. Yeah, water purification is going to finish soon. We do have a lot of projects that we want up and available. So for example, Greater Caliphate will be interesting. Forward Russia, maybe. I'm contemplating if we actually want to do it. Because the other alternative would be to instead go for the European Union project and then merge Russia in. African Union, Greater Caliphate. Externalized cost is nice for the greater spoil income. Money cost for investments. We also need the foamed metal armor. That's something we also want to do. Maybe that's something we do after Research Campus, actually. And we do have the new projects available from the new missile warfare technology here. What I'm looking for is always a high acceleration so that we can catch up to these gunships. We already saw the problem, and I really use fast ones already. If you, for example, one of the Artemis missiles or Artemis torpedo players, you will have problems with that. The acceleration of my Viper missiles is almost 3 times that, so they are much faster. Yeah, we don't need that nuke here. Unless they maybe come with a capital ship. And then we have these two here. Harlequin. Hermes. 14.9 Gs is not bad. 14.9. Hypergolic and Hydrolox. 18.3. This looks really nice, actually. That feels like an upgrade to the ones we currently use. And these are too slow. Yeah, I do think these ones are the one we are interested in. So 18.3 Gs. I think we currently have 19, so that's roughly the same. So Delta V is of course a problem with only 4.4k. The other ones here also 4.5 kps. Yeah. Now we are going to use these ones. So that's a project we won. We are going to unprioritize the other one. We also want a targeting computer eventually. Yeah, a lot of stuff we want. Also the shipyard is something we want. So much stuff we want and we don't have. Okay, that was Serbia here. No, that was Bosnia-Herzegovina. This was Serbia. And now we need to take over these control points first, so we can just send all our armies home here and continue our investment here. We have still 6 mission control to go here now, but we're also going to push the democracy score upwards here. It's going to be useful. Yep, more mission control to come. That's good. And from here on, I think we can jump ahead a bit, because the next fight is actually a bit away. And there's some stuff going on here on these asteroids. We don't care about those. But these are just one ship each, so we can just speed ahead. The biggest fight to come is actually here in January. Oh, the fleets are flying away from Mercury? Really? Oh, there are a lot of resistance stations by now. No, there's still... Okay, they are still left, but some others left apparently. I didn't notice that one. Yeah. So let's speed ahead forward. We still need more tech to come. We are still far away from any kind of decent drive. So we do need to get our research stations up. We need to get research campuses up to get our science output higher. 3.2k is really not a lot. And I wish we could use Mercury for this. But let's see. For the moment, we still have our station around Mercury alive. That's the most important one. We can continue building ships here, and then we eventually can take out the alien fleet there. Until then, I do think that I'm going to take another station here at Mars. Not sure which one though. So let's take a look at the sites here. We do need volatiles urgently. So it comes down to Terra, apparently. Or Tharsis Montes. Terra it is. Oh, no, we don't see it. Really? Ah, we see... Ah, this one is Terra. Okay. Let's take it. More stuff for us. Yeah. Let's jump forward. Well. We have taken out the alien which landed recently in Russia here. I think it landed in... Novo something. I don't know how to pronounce it. But we have been able to take it out in Kazan here, which is really good. So one problem solved. We can go back to the European problem here. Meanwhile, we are investigating where we can put more science. Because one of the main problems is that the research stations can only be built above bodies with 10,000 population. And Mars is not even remotely close to that right now. So one of our bases here, for example, let's take this one, has like 300 population. With the 25 sites on Mars, it would require us 400 on average to get to 10k. And we do have a lot of those in the hands of other factions, so that's not an option currently. But yeah, that's a problem. And therefore we can only build it in Leo or on the moon if we want to. And I have started to make one new station, which I destroyed a protectorate station for. We do have now 5 science campuses here, which is 300 additional science per month. It's decent. It's not a lot, but it's decent. And now I'm currently investigating where I could put more of those. I made a new station on Mars as well to make skunkworks there. And then we can get rid of the skunkworks stations on Earth. We have 2 of those. So we are going to make another one here. Another low Mars orbit station. However, we are lacking volatiles like crazy currently. So even if we were to do this properly here. Yeah, we are running out of stuff here. Yeah, even the skunkworks cost volatiles. So we have to wait here until we do have enough volatiles again. If we have a decent income.
Adores playing with magnets, yet most adults.
Yep, here we go with the next global tech. We could go into advanced hydrogen containment, which will lead into high antimatter containment. And I somewhat think that I want to do this. We could also go into visual combat lasers here. Oh, no, oh, wait, we already researched the arc lasers currently, so we shouldn't do 2 of those. Let's actually... yeah, either this one or directed space research to get the better science centers. That would also help with the research output actually, and maybe free up some space in the Leo stations. When is the next global tech actually? It's a while away. Yeah, let's do directed space research here. Get this going finally. That should help as well. And also it's a category we are not researching currently. Oh, Pluto papers. What can we do? Influence the politely suggest. Gain 23,000. Ooh. 6 loyalty for 23,000 money. Or do nothing. Some loyalty. And he gets a trade extorted. Yeah, Let's do it.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Cleaning things up.
Minus 6 loyalty. Okay, it costs us 10k to remove. That's fine. So we still have a surplus of 10k. Easy. I don't care. So that's a lot of free money actually for some loyalty. Now, meanwhile, yeah, while we wait for more volatiles to arrive, we're going to proceed forward here. In between episodes, oh, actually the aliens know us now. In between, we picked up an orc, which gave us 15% on materia science. I'm not sure where is this one. No, it's not on this one. It's not either here. Here, Trajan Research Associates. And that's really nice because we have a lot of materia science ongoing. The next project we are going to do will also be in that direction, so that's going to be very useful. But now let's speed forward again and get these restructuring of space stations going. It's been a very long time. Finally, we got our first breakthrough, November 2030. We're going to invest that into mining, and we get 3,000 science on top of it. Yeah. Expected that we get the research centers done here. So we got the Xenoscience one. We also got the Materials Research Center, probably also the energy one. Yeah. Now we can pick the next ones, which is, for example, the information one and the space science. What else is missing? Social science, yes. There we go. Meanwhile, we are leading in quantum encryption here. We're going to push that through now to get the project for the next agent. For the next episode, basically. Yeah, and also we can now slowly start. I think I want to finish. Actually, we can slow down here. Instead, we push these through. Because then I can, in between episodes, rework the existing stations that we have with the new science models, basically. Which would be very good. Yeah, and also there's our new skunk works here in Mars orbit. That's very good. So we are back to 95% speed here. That speeds that up slightly. Yeah. So basically we are trying to get into Italy now.
Where do you need me?
For which we need a lot more public opinion than I expected.
Making our case.
Where to?
Which is a bit unfortunate, but chances are terrible here.
Investigating alien site.
Where do you need me?
So maybe you can do this, yeah.
We'll make things safe.
Yeah, but basic. No, we need to
Acknowledged.
put you on advice here actually. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not. It's still there.
I
The
will help
protect.
them.
We also have reached the 200 mission control now. That's a lot. And we are really going to look forward to that fight on Earth in the next episode. Going to be really cool. Big one coming there. Yeah, life science. You also want to have more stuff for the Mercury defense here. We are still getting bombarded here. Actually, how many do we have now? 9 ships. We might be able to take this down, actually. Maybe. But I don't want to do this now. Let's do all the fights in the next episode. That's going to be funny.
Offering assistance.
Because right now I just want to unlock the new science centers. And everything connected to this.
We've moved the needle.
Yeah, more public opinion. Oh, New Orleans.
We
US,
moved
US.
the needle.
Yeah, it's
Violence.
all alien here. China is invading Canada? What? That's funny.
Target's lost.
Yeah, we really don't care about America at all currently. Although we are going to regret it at some point, probably. By the way, we also made a federation here with the Iraq and Iran and Saudi Arabia. Oh, we still need to take this one back. I forgot about this one. Yeah, we need to take this one as well. Everything is delaying us. It's good that we rush the next agent now. That's going to be very important as well. Just to get more like actions down per mission phase here. We don't need this one. Okay, one ship. One ship. What are you doing there? Nothing apparently. Let's resupply quickly. And then it's a monitor actually. Which means we take 1 railgun, 2 PDC classes when I find them. 2 PDC classes here. And just some of the others here. 4, let's do it like this. And we're going to take it down quickly. Come on. Yeah, whatever it is doing in orbit. Probably waiting for friends, but it's too late. Yeah, basically we are just shooting everything we got on this thing there. Whatever it is doing here. Ow! That laser was a pretty nice damage hit. So, let's have a look at it in earnest here. And... Really? It survives? Good that we brought the ray gun actually. That one is really armored here. Crazy. There we are, finally. Ay. That was a lot of damage it took. Makes me worried about that fight on Earth. Yeah, it had some exotic armor apparently. And we got some new promotions again. And we go home and repair, of course. As usual. And more stuff is finishing. More skunk works here. And we are still getting bombarded on Mercury, but our bases do not fall somehow. I'm not sure why, because not much is left here. Everything is destroyed except for the settlement core and the solar array. I'm not going to complain, but I'm not going to rebuild because we are getting bombarded constantly there. So it would be a waste of time. Now, do we want to maybe sneak this one in? Yeah, we can.
We're taking
So
power.
get our stuff back here. Yep. And now let's finish up the institutes here. There we go. That's the science one, social science one. And we pick afterwards alien technology again. And finish the next ones. Perfect. And then we can actually really do some work. Oh, we're missing the military science one. Okay, that's fine though. Let's finish the information science.
Offering support.
Because the military ones also need to be a Leo. To have the bonus for the armies. At least I want them there. We also went over our mining cap, which I didn't notice actually. But we did. Our research science center is also missing still. We are going to get this one next episode. And we are going to see the fight in the next episode. Therefore, I'm going to make a stop here. Because we want to try to defeat the Mercury fleet with our defense force here. And then on the 14th of January, we are going to see the big fight around Earth here. That's going to be these two. 16 ships. This one on top, so 17. Yeah, maybe we can intercept this one. Ah, yeah, it's 3rd of January, not 13th. And we have 2 ships flying towards Ceres, Monitor and Frigate. Oh, that's also next episode. A lot of fighting, actually. And then all of this, we don't care. There's an escort flying towards Mercury. And then another 7-ship fleet coming in October. And that's it, though. So the fleet count isn't going too extreme currently. We can handle this. Hopefully. So leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next episode where we are going to have 2 massive fights here. Which can shape our campaign again. Because if we can get Mercury back, that would be massive. Well, see you then.